Right here at 6, President-elect Donald Trump has been threatening to sharply raise tariffs on imports from China and countries like Mexico and Canada. He's proposed a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico if those countries do not control and lock down their borders. In China, he's proposed tariffs, hoping that this will force businesses to make more products right here in the United States. He's also using them as a threat, saying China needs to control the flow of fentanyl to the United States. Well, as you know, Kentucky's signature homegrown product, of course, is bourbon. That industry is concerned that other countries will hit back at the U.S. and slap big tariffs on their own products like Kentucky bourbon, the Commonwealth's nearly $9 billion industry. Isaiah Kim-Martinez and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are hearing from distilleries based right here in Louisville.
Some of this theoretically could be shipped overseas too. This isn't all just like for the United States.
That's correct.
The bourbon barrel room is extensive at Michter's distillery in Shively. So is their international sales portfolio, exporting loads of American whiskey to dozens of European Union countries and Canada. Michter COO Andrea Wilson.
In Michter's case, we're exporting right now to over 80 foreign markets. So it's a very exciting time for us.
But it's also time of anxiety for Kentucky's signature business, as President-elect Donald Trump plans to impose sweeping tariffs on imported goods, which bourbon companies fear could lead to retaliatory taxes on what they ship out.
Nervous. Just, at this point, I feel like we just want to know. We just want to know what's going to happen.
In a quarterly earnings call, Brown-Forman CEO Lawson Whiting called the tariff environment uncertain, saying they're preparing for what it could mean for international sales.
We're a proud U.S. headquartered company. We're hoping that the administration is going to realize that any growth in sales or production on those distinctive products made outside of the U.S. helps us to grow and brings more investment and capital here.
The president-elect and other supporters of tariffs believe taxes on imports are necessary to protect manufacturing jobs in the U.S. and to increase government revenue. The argument against tariffs? Higher prices trickling down to consumers. We asked Colleen Thomas with the Kentucky Distillers Association what the impacts could look like.
It's not the big distillers that are going to get hit the hardest. It's the farmers who grow our corn. It's the loggers and the coopers who build our barrels. It is the truck drivers. It is the distillery workers. It's the local communities that are going to be devastated. They're going to feel it first.
We're really curating the experience of how those barrels age up over time.
And for distilleries like Michter's, a trade war is the last thing they want to see.
What we look forward to is an opportunity for our leaders to reach policies that promote mutual trade growth.
People are buying bourbon now for the holidays. Of course, this will happen and be passed along to customers anyway, so they can tariff all they want. We're end up going to pay it in the end, and Kentucky is still trying to bounce back from big tariffs earlier.
Sure. And Doug, the last thing they want to say is that customers are going to pay more for a bottle of bourbon, right? But they ultimately said the community will feel the impacts of it, including in the form of local employees. We're talking farmers in Kentucky. We're talking about distillery workers in Kentucky. And you mentioned the tariffs from before. In 2018, we know that the European Union fired back, had the 25% tariffs put on American whiskey. That might go up to 50% next year.
All right. Thank you, Isaiah.